What do I want from the Xiaomi Poco F2? If you haven't already subscribed, make sure you subscribe to the channel and click on the bell icon to get notified of new videos. Hey peeps, what's up? Munchie here, back with another video, and in this video I'm going to tell you what my expectations and what I want from the Xiaomi Poco F2. Now I'm pretty sure Xiaomi is going to release the Poco F2 around the same time they released the Poco F1, which was in August 2018. As for the Poco F2, let's start with the design first. Well, for starters, I have no issues with the design of the Xiaomi Poco F1 except for this big notch, and as you know, going forward in 2019 the notch is reducing in size, and I'm pretty sure in 2020 we will have phones with all screen display and no notch. Now for the Poco F2, I expect Xiaomi to reduce the notch to a teardrop notch, but the important thing to note over here is that they will have to, or I should say, I want them to keep the infrared camera. I'm not sure how they're gonna do it, if it is possible or not with a teardrop notch or not, but you know, you've set a standard wherein you're giving infrared camera for 300 bucks. Makes sense to have the successor of the Poco F1, which is the Poco F2, to have the infrared camera on the front as well. The screen, I'm pretty happy with the screen. However, they do need to fix the touchscreen issues because I have a lot of subscribers, a lot of comments on my videos wherein people ask me to check whether the latest update fixed the touchscreen lag issue or not. I've never had those issues. I do not play PUBG, so I cannot check for them, but the touchscreen has issues which need to be fixed. Other than that, USB Type-C absolutely fine. Speakers, well, if they can somehow fit in actual real stereo speakers on this guy somehow, gonna be commendable, but if not, that is also absolutely fine. And yes, make sure to keep this guy. Mr. Headphone jack needs to be there. As for the plastic body, I have no issues with paying $300 and having a plastic body. As long as you keep the 4000 milliamp hour battery, heck, if possible, make the battery removable. I have no issues with that because most of the times my phone is inside a case, and 90% of the people I see out there on the street have their phones inside a case. So whether it's a glass back or a plastic back, if your phone is residing inside a case most of the time, then I don't mind a plastic back at all. Now coming to the specs, of course you need to bump the specs up a little. You'll need to include the Snapdragon 855 processor, maybe bump the minimum RAM from 6 to 8 GB, make 10 GB RAM an optional, or you know, make the Kevlar back edition, forgot the name, make the Kevlar back edition with 10 GB of RAM, because clearly it's a RAM race right now. 10 GB RAM, 12 GB RAM, I'm pretty sure by 2020 you'll have 14 GB of RAM inside a smartphone. As for the fingerprint scanner, I am again absolutely fine with the fingerprint scanner on the back. If including the fingerprint scanner on the front increases the price, then don't do it. Keep it on the back. It is blazing fast. In fact, it is faster than my Google Pixel 2. Now coming to the most important part, which is the price. Well, in my humble opinion, you should keep the price where it is right now. So if you can make some minor improvements to the Poco F2, keep the price at the $300 mark, you would have nailed it. Don't go the OnePlus way wherein every year, every 6 months, you release a new phone, increase the price a little bit, remove some features, like they removed the headphone jack. Don't go that way. You have to be different from what OnePlus did, even though technically and practically you're filling in the space which was left by OnePlus when they started increasing their prices gradually. And another thing which I would like to mention is that Xiaomi, please for God's sake, make sure you have all the LTE bands in the Xiaomi Poco F2. The Poco F1, I know you targeted it for India. North America was left out completely. However, what pisses me off is that you sent out the phone to all these big reviewers. MKBHD did a review, Linus Tech Tips calls it the Pixel 3 killer. Well, I'm pretty sure they do not know that the Poco F1 doesn't have US or North American LTE bands. If you're going to send your phone to international YouTubers, specifically peeps from North America, make sure your phone has all the capable LTE bands. Otherwise, tell those YouTubers that this phone is not international and it won't work in the United States or North America, so that they can mention it in their video. To me personally, that's false advertising and I don't like it. Other than that, Xiaomi also needs to step up their game in fixing issues like the Netflix HD thing. Clearly, you still haven't figured it out, and I hope you do, but OnePlus couldn't do it without asking people to send their devices in. I'm not sure how you're gonna do it because it has already been 6 months and you still don't have a fix for Netflix HD. Now, don't comment on the video and tell me that, hey Manchi, that the Poco F1 is only 300 bucks and I'm fine with no Netflix HD. Even I am fine with it. But my whole point is that Xiaomi should have pointed this out beforehand, that the device is not capable of streaming Netflix HD videos and Amazon Prime HD videos. If they would have told me this beforehand, I still buy the phone, that's on me. But once I buy the phone, then I realize that this big thing is missing, then it's on Xiaomi to fix it. So to me, it was false advertising. They didn't tell it beforehand, which they should have. So on the Poco F2, make sure you do not make any such blunders. And if you do, fix them ASAP. And before I forget, the cameras. Well, the cameras on this guy are pretty awesome. If you can squeeze in triple cameras, that would be great. Otherwise, Gcam APK works absolutely fine. Even with dual cameras, it works like a champ. And make sure you do not increase that bootloader unlock time. 72 hours is more than enough for the Poco F1, and also keep supporting the developer community. You do know that you sent out these devices for free to peeps over at XDA, which is why you have a crazy big developer community with almost all the custom ROMs available for the Xiaomi Poco F1. So keep supporting the developer community as well. Don't try to be like other companies which once they grow big forget the developers, because word of mouth marketing is also a thing. I will of course leave my wish list of specs in the description of this video. However, if you feel like I missed out on something, or you think there's a specific feature which should be included in the Poco F2, feel free to leave a comment down below. That will do it for this video, peeps. I hope my video helped you. Likes, shares and subscribes are appreciated. Feedback and comment more than welcome. See you when I see you.